In the dim glow of flickering candlelight, a group of survivors huddled together in an abandoned warehouse, their weary eyes reflecting the haunting memories of a world that had long succumbed to chaos. It had been years since the first wave of the zombie apocalypse had swept across the planet, leaving behind a desolate wasteland filled with the groans of the undead and the echoes of lost humanity. Among the survivors was Dr. Emily Carter, a brilliant scientist who had dedicated her life to unraveling the mysteries of the pandemic. As the group struggled to stay alive in a world where the dead outnumbered the living, Emily stumbled upon a series of encrypted transmissions that hinted at a sinister truth lurking beneath the surface of the apocalypse. The survivors gathered around a makeshift table, their eyes widening as Emily revealed her findings. The virus that had turned the world into a graveyard was not of earthly origin. Instead, it was a weapon deployed by extraterrestrial beings who had claimed Earth as their own. Silence descended upon the group as the gravity of the revelation sank in. The zombies that had terrorized them were not mindless creatures driven by an insatiable hunger for flesh. They were the puppets of an otherworldly force that sought to cleanse the planet of its human inhabitants. Determined to uncover the full extent of the alien invasion, the survivors set out on a perilous journey, guided by cryptic messages and hidden clues. As they navigated through the decaying remnants of cities and forests, they encountered horrors beyond their wildest nightmares. Mutated creatures, experiments gone awry, and remnants of failed resistance movements painted a picture of a world teetering on the brink of annihilation. Emily, driven by a relentless pursuit of the truth, discovered a secret underground laboratory where the aliens had conducted their experiments. The survivors stumbled upon chilling evidence of the extraterrestrial plan, a plan that involved not only the reanimation of the dead but also the alteration of the survivors themselves. It became apparent that the aliens viewed humanity as an invasive species, a threat that needed to be eradicated. The survivors realized that they were not merely trying to survive the aftermath of a zombie apocalypse, but were fighting for the very survival of their species against an intergalactic force. As the survivors delved deeper into the heart of the alien conspiracy, they uncovered a horrifying reality. The aliens were not merely conquerors, they were harvesters. The zombies were tools to soften the resistance, and the survivors were intended to be the final harvest, a resource to sustain the extraterrestrial overlords. In a desperate race against time, the survivors battled their way to a hidden alien stronghold, their once fractured group now united by a common cause. The final confrontation loomed as they infiltrated the heart of the extraterrestrial command center, where grotesque experiments and the pulsating core of the alien invasion awaited. In the chilling depths of the alien lair, the survivors confronted the beings responsible for the devastation of their world. The air crackled with tension as Emily, armed with newfound knowledge, confronted the extraterrestrial leader. The alien, an eldritch creature with tendrils of darkness and eyes that radiated an otherworldly malevolence, spoke through a collective consciousness that sent shivers down the spines of the survivors. "You are a blight upon this planet," the alien hissed, its voice echoing in their minds. "Your kind is an anomaly that disrupts the cosmic balance. We are the shepherds of worlds, and we shall harvest what is rightfully ours." A harrowing battle ensued as the survivors fought for their lives against the alien forces. The air was thick with the stench of decay, the screams of the dying, and the unearthly roars of the extraterrestrial creatures. In the midst of the chaos, Emily frantically worked to decipher the alien technology that powered their insidious plan. As the survivors pushed deeper into the alien stronghold, they discovered the true horror, a colossal mothership looming above, ready to unleash an unstoppable wave of destruction upon the planet. The survivors realized that to save Earth, they needed to sever the alien connection and destroy the mothership. With determination burning in their eyes, the survivors fought their way to the heart of the mothership, facing unimaginable horrors and insurmountable odds. Emily, armed with the knowledge she had gained, worked tirelessly to hack into the alien systems and disable the impending apocalypse. In a climactic battle beneath the pulsating core of the mothership, the survivors faced the extraterrestrial leader in a final showdown. The air crackled with energy as Emily, channeling the strength of her companions, unleashed a torrent of technological countermeasures against the alien force. As the alien leader writhed in agony, its once imposing form began to disintegrate. The survivors, battered and exhausted, witnessed the collapse of the mothership and the eradication of the alien threat. The world around them trembled as the extraterrestrial forces succumbed to the might of human resilience. As the survivors emerged from the alien lair, the world was silent. The groans of the undead had ceased, and the once ominous atmosphere lifted. The survivors, scarred by the horrors they had faced, stood amidst the ruins of their world, knowing that they had faced an otherworldly menace and emerged victorious. The revelation of the alien invasion reshaped the survivors' understanding of their existence. They had not only survived the zombie apocalypse but had thwarted an extraterrestrial plot to eradicate humanity. The world, though scarred and forever changed, now stood on the precipice of rebuilding. As the survivors looked to the horizon, they knew that the shadows of the past would forever linger. The memories of the intergalactic horror they had faced would haunt their dreams, a testament to the resilience of humanity in the face of unimaginable terror. The survivors, united by their shared ordeal, walked into the uncertain future, determined to rebuild a world that had narrowly escaped the clutches of cosmic annihilation. The survivors, having faced the cosmic horror head-on, found themselves grappling with the aftermath of the revelation. The world they knew was forever altered, and the scars ran deeper than the physical remnants of the alien invasion. The trust between survivors, once a lifeline, had been strained by the shocking truth that their existence had been manipulated by extraterrestrial forces. As they ventured back into the desolate landscapes they once called home, a somber atmosphere hung over the group. The survivors wrestled not only with the memories of the alien horrors, but also with the unsettling knowledge that their very identities had been tampered with. Some questioned the authenticity of their own memories, wondering if the emotions they felt were genuine or mere manipulations of the alien puppeteers. Emily, burdened by the weight of her role in uncovering the truth, sought to understand the intricacies of the alien mind control techniques. The survivors, now warier than ever, formed a delicate balance between rebuilding society and maintaining a cautious eye on each other. Trust, once freely given, had become a rare and precious commodity in their new world. As they scoured the remnants of civilization for resources and signs of life, the survivors stumbled upon pockets of resistance that had managed to endure the alien onslaught. These groups, battle-hardened and wary of outsiders, had forged their own survival strategies. Together, they began to piece together the fragments of human civilization that remained. Yet, even in the process of rebuilding, the survivors couldn't escape the lingering paranoia that the aliens might return. Nightmares haunted their sleep, vivid visions of otherworldly landscapes and eldritch horrors that transcended the boundaries of the human psyche. The survivors struggled to differentiate between the real and the imagined, wondering if the aliens had left a lasting mark on their consciousness. In their quest for normalcy, the survivors discovered a cache of alien artifacts, remnants of the advanced technology that had fueled the invasion. Emily, driven by a sense of responsibility to understand the enemy, delved into the mysteries of the extraterrestrial devices. The survivors, however, grappled with the ethical implications of utilizing technology that had brought them to the brink of extinction. As the survivors debated the fate of the alien artifacts, a new threat emerged from the shadows. A faction of survivors, seduced by the promise of the alien technology's power, sought to harness its potential for their own gain. The group, led by a charismatic but ruthless figure, believed that the only way to ensure humanity's survival was to wield the very tools that had nearly destroyed them. Tensions reached a boiling point as the survivors found themselves divided between those who sought to embrace the alien technology and those who vehemently opposed it. The warehouse, once a sanctuary, became a battleground for conflicting ideologies. Betrayals and alliances formed and shattered, mirroring the fragile state of the world they inhabited. Amidst the internal strife, the survivors received a chilling revelation: remnants of the alien consciousness had survived within the artifacts. The extraterrestrial influence, once thought eradicated, manifested itself in whispers that echoed in the minds of those who dared to wield the alien technology. As the survivors grappled with this new threat, they realized that the true battle was not just against external forces but within themselves. The alien artifacts, with their insidious whispers, exploited the vulnerabilities of the human psyche. The survivors faced a choice: succumb to the temptation of power or resist the alien influence at the risk of being overwhelmed by paranoia and mistrust. In the midst of this internal struggle, Emily worked tirelessly to devise a solution. She proposed a plan to neutralize the remnants of the alien consciousness, using the very artifacts that had once posed a threat. The survivors, torn between fear and hope, reluctantly agreed to follow her lead. The final confrontation unfolded within the depths of the warehouse, where the survivors had first gathered to confront the truth. As Emily activated the modified alien technology, a surreal energy enveloped the room. The survivors, their minds entwined with the remnants of the extraterrestrial consciousness, faced visions of their darkest fears and deepest desires. In a climactic battle of wills, The survivors resisted the seductive whispers and overcame the malevolent influence that sought to tear them apart. The alien remnants, unable to withstand the collective strength of human resilience, disintegrated into nothingness. As the survivors emerged from the ordeal, the warehouse echoed with a solemn silence. The artifacts, now inert, served as a reminder of the horrors they had faced. The survivors, changed by the crucible of their experiences, stood united in their determination to forge a new path forward. The world, scarred and haunted, lay before them like a blank canvas. The survivors, having confronted both extraterrestrial invaders and the shadows within themselves, embarked on the daunting task of rebuilding. The echoes of their harrowing journey resonated in the winds that swept through the desolate landscapes, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity in the face of cosmic terror. In the aftermath of the internal struggle and the vanquishing of the alien remnants, the survivors faced the daunting task of rebuilding a shattered world. The warehouse, once a temporary refuge, became a symbol of resilience as they transformed it into a hub for the rebirth of society. Walls were reinforced, crops were planted, and a sense of community began to emerge from the ashes of despair. The survivors, having weathered the storm of extraterrestrial invasion and internal discord, developed a newfound bond forged in the crucible of adversity. Trust, though fragile, slowly began to blossom as individuals contributed their skills and strengths to the collective effort of rebuilding. The scars of the past served as a constant reminder of the fragility of their existence, prompting them to remain vigilant against external threats and internal strife. Emily, the scientist who had unraveled the mysteries of the alien invasion, took on a leadership role, guiding the survivors with a blend of wisdom and compassion. The survivors, once divided, rallied around her vision for a world free from the shadows of the extraterrestrial menace. Together, they established a system of governance based on transparency, cooperation, and a commitment to safeguarding humanity's future. As the survivors ventured beyond the confines of their sanctuary, they encountered other groups who had weathered the storm of the alien invasion in their own ways. Each community had a unique story of survival, and alliances were formed to share knowledge, resources, and the collective wisdom gained from their respective struggles. Yet, the survivors remained vigilant, knowing that the scars of the past could not be erased entirely. The remnants of the alien technology were carefully studied, not for power but for understanding. They sought to unravel the secrets of the extraterrestrial influence, ensuring that future generations would be prepared to face any lingering threats. Over time, the world began to heal. Nature reclaimed the desolate landscapes, and the survivors worked together to rebuild a semblance of normalcy. Schools were established to pass on knowledge, and the echoes of the past became lessons for the future. The survivors, scarred but resilient, forged a new society that embraced the diversity of human experiences and celebrated the strength that arose from overcoming unimaginable challenges. Generations passed, and the memory of the alien invasion became a distant echo in the annals of history. The survivors, now elders, shared their stories with the younger generations, instilling a sense of gratitude for the peace they now enjoyed. The warehouse, once a symbol of despair, became a museum, housing artifacts that served as a reminder of the resilience of humanity. As the survivors gazed upon the horizon, they marveled at the beauty of a world reborn from the ashes of devastation. The scars, physical and emotional, were woven into the fabric of their existence, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. The survivors, having faced the horrors of extraterrestrial invasion and emerged victorious, stood as a beacon of hope for a future untethered by the shadows of the past. And so, the world turned, and the survivors embraced the challenge of rebuilding with open hearts and a collective determination to ensure that the scars of the past would not define their future. The story of humanity, marked by resilience, unity, and the triumph over cosmic terror, continued to unfold in the quiet moments of a world that had learned to cherish the precious gift of survival.
Like, subscribe, and click on notifications that will allow you to stay up to date with the news and not miss videos from the channel, where there will be many more horror stories.